Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. Today's video is so special. I received a few items from some of the brands and also I purchased a few items which I am dying to test out for you guys. So if you're ready to see how I achieve this look, very glam, very elegant, but super pink and super nice. Oh my god, I'm obsessed by this look. I cannot stop staring at my lips and my eyes. But if you're interested, let's begin. I'm super excited. I have to dip into a few things that I got. Some as gifts, some I purchased, and I cannot wait to create a look for you guys. I'm just getting ready for the day. So let's begin. I cannot wait. I just have my moisturizer on. So let's first finish our brows because you know how I feel without my brows. So I'm just going to take my Eye Method Beauty's brow stamp, which I always keep raving about. So I'm going to do that because I don't have much time to spare on these brows. I just curled my hair. Can you see that? I'm pretty sure you can. And then just go, stamp it on. And you have your brows ready. How simple is that? Do the same thing on the other brows. Just place it right in place in the correct position. Start with the tail end of the brow and then just stamp it on. Just like that. And there you go. That is it for my brows. Now if I have to touch up anything, especially in the inner portion of the brows, I just take any brow pencil and just flick it through towards the beginning. That's it. But this just makes my brow routine so much more simpler. I have done like a dedicated video on that brow stamp, so I don't want to waste a lot more time on that. But yeah, super easy to achieve, super easy, like 30 seconds, 10 seconds brow. If you need it, that's the way to go. Okay, I purchased a few BK Beauty brushes. I have been like waiting, and they had like a 35% off on their website because they completed 3 years anniversary. And I picked out two of the brushes. One was BK Beauty's 101 that everybody raves about for foundation. And I love how big it is and how fluffy and soft it is. And of course, I had to get the concealer brush, which is A506, like just the same, like a smaller version of the foundation brush, but I really love it. I actually have like a Lauralee Los Angeles brush, which is almost like similarly shaped, but this seems a little more like softer and a lot more like smaller to fit right in the eye area. Yeah, I love this brush, but let's use this and see how it rolls. For the primer, I'm just going to use my One Size Beauty's Cure the Blur Makeup Primer. It's almost like done. I want to just finish it off. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to just concentrate this right in the center of my face, just to smoothen out any texture, any pores. Just like that. Because I do have like moisturizer in the other parts of the face, I'm not concerned about like hydrating my face because I just did my like skincare routine. So I'm good on that front. Okay, now let's move on to the foundation. I'm just going to use this. I'm a lot more tan right now, and this is the only foundation that matches me completely well. And this is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Serum Foundation. And this is in the shade 5 to 6 medium tan. So I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to take that all over the face. That's it. I love, absolutely love this foundation. So yeah. And now let's use our BK Beauty's brush. Super soft. And I love the way how it covers a good surface area. I definitely cannot see any like streak marks from the foundation brush. Very smooth. I really love the shape of this brush because it easily can like go like on the sides of the nose, like if you want it underneath the brows, just slides right in. It's really good because it's like a rounded buffing brush, which I really like. So if you want to like stipple, you can definitely stipple it too. And if you want to buff, because of that rounded shape, you can buff it too. Wow. Really, really good. I definitely have to like wash it, and I'll let you know how it washed also. Because there's some brushes that would leave like a residue behind of the product and would like stain the bristles. I'll wash it and I'll let you guys know. But so far, so good. Like very, very gentle on the face and easily disperse the product. Like I really, really like that. Now time for the concealer brush. So for the concealer, I'm going to take my Catrice True Skin Concealer, and this I am in the shade 046 Warm Toffee. Just like that. And on the other parts of the face, I'm just going to use the same foundation brush, just so that it mixes up with the foundation, and I don't want like super lightness on some parts of the face. So once we have that, let's move on to the concealer brush, that is A506, and see how beautifully it just gets into that crevice. And that's where we majorly have those like dark circles. Very gentle underneath the eyes, very, very soft. Oh, I really like that. See, even this can go and like on the crevice of the nose. Really, really nice brush. Very, very happy about that. Wow. Okay. Now let's move on to the powder. And I'm just gonna powder the underneath the eyes. And I'm just gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 2 for medium skin tone. And I'm gonna take my powder puff. Just dip into that. Put it on the back of my hand so that it's evenly dispersed. And then just push it right underneath the eyes so that it's super smooth there. Just like that. Now before we go with the powder all over the face, let's cream contour or like bronze up our skin. I'm going to take my M Cosmetics So Soft Bronzer, and this is in the shade Nomadic. Don't even look at my nails. I have to do my nails. And that's why I do not like doing my nails so often, because I hardly can find time to retouch them or to like apply a new color. So the only place that I actually do apply my nail color is my toes. But I have to do that. I'll do it today, I promise. And then once we have that product, I'm just gonna lightly buff it. And this would give shape and contour to our face, and it will bronze up our face really, really well. See how it gives like dimension to our face rather than it being like flat. And did I mention the shade? I am using the shade Nomadic. It appears super, super dark, which it is, but it blends really, really well. Just like that. Now I'm just going to take my foundation brush that we earlier used and just clean up the edges. Let's get to our cream blush. I have a small version. Actually, I do have a bigger version also. I need to use this shade. And this is the shade called Grace, I think. And this is the Rare Beauty blush. And this is more of like that pink tone. So I'm just going to apply like a few dots here. And that's plenty, I know, because it's super, super pigmented. I'm just going to pat that on my cheek. See how pigmented that is? Like that tiny little dots give me so much of flush. I really, really love that. And now let's just take the same powder, the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and I'm just gonna fluff it all across my face, just so that it sets, nothing much. And now for the highlighter. I actually want to mix both of them. We'll start with the Makeup by Mario's Golden Highlighter. Let's apply that on the sides of the face. Just love this one. Like, I cannot get over this highlighter like anytime soon. Such a pretty shade and such nice sheen and glow to the face it gives. It's absolutely stunning. Like, look at that. Are you serious right now? So pretty. Now, just because I want a little more of like a pinky effect, I'm going to mix this Sydney Grace highlighter. And this one is in the shade Sweet Peach. I'm just going to take whatever is in the back of the cap because it's super peach, if you can see. Don't. I'm going to take that. Just make it a little more peachy. Just like that. And before we move on to the eyes, let's set our face. And I'm going to use my Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray with vitamin C in it. This just refreshes everything so well, so well. Now let's move on to the eyes, probably the step that I'm like super excited about. And I got a few palettes from Gourmande girls, and these are the palettes that I'm going to work with today. And this is their Radioactive Palette, which is like full of multi-chromes, duochrome shades. And if you can see, like how pretty this palette is. Superb. Like, I really love that. And for the corresponding mattes, I wanted to use this one, and this is Ceste L'Amour, and this is more of like that pinky red color story, but also like with bronzes and neutral tones. I feel like this is such an awesome palette. And if you guys don't know, this is the palette that was designed by Doodles by the Bunny here on Instagram, and I think she did an absolute amazing job of like creating and like designing this palette. I really love that way. Okay, so let's get started and let's apply some eyeshadows because you know I'm dying to apply some. And let's first take this shade, which is Rose from the palette. It's a beautiful peachy rose shade. But I'm going to take that like all over my eyelid. Pretty much like my skin tone shade, but a little more on the rosy side, I would say. And this is such beautiful like imprint on it. The shade that I'm putting, it has like an Eiffel Tower on it. So pretty. And I think this is like all inspired by like Paris. Really love the theming as well as like the shades that is being chosen. Really love that. Like for I would say lighter skin tone, this would be such a beautiful transitioning shade. For me, it's more like my skin tone shade, but like good blending shade, I would say. Now I'm going to dip into this shade, which is Soiree from the palette. More of like a cool tone mauvey brown shade. I'm going to take that and apply that also on my crease. Just to give a little more of like a coolness to the look. Again, I'm going with very light hand. And I'm also going to take that on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to dip into this shade, which is the palette's name, Ceste L'Amour, I think. And I'm going to take that on the inner third of my crease, just to give more of like a pinky touch to it. Actually going to take it all over my crease. I love that pink actually on me. Gonna take the same shade on my lower lash line too. I really want to dip into this shade, which is Rouge, and this is like a true red in the palette. So let's take that and then apply it right in the outer corners, but blending it towards the center of my eyelid. I really have to tap off the excess because I'm really afraid that I'll get fallout, but I'm not getting so much of fallout right now. Really love that. I'm going to take that on my lower lash line, mainly on the outer portions. These shades definitely have fallout in the pan for sure. Like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the mattes are definitely more powdery, so definitely tap off the excess or do your eyes before you do your face. But they're blending out very nicely. I'm really impressed when like reds blend like so nicely, but also show me that I'm applying like red on my eyes. I really like that. Just like that. I'm going to take a smaller brush and take that pink shade and that rose shade. Actually, let's take this. I mix a bunch of the shades and then just blend the edges of that red with that baby pink shade, just like that. I'm going to take this hot pink shade and this mixed together and just focus that on the inner third of my eyelid, just like that. Now I really want to take this passion shade, and this is a shimmer red shade. I'm going to take that mainly like towards the center, but I want to apply that and see like if it's pigmented or not. And it seems like it is super pigmented. Like I like that. I really like the punchiness. I'm not gonna go overboard with the red just because I want to apply like multi-chrome shadows towards the center of my eyelid and inner third. I'm just gonna blend it so that there's no harsh lines, just like that. Now just to deepen up the outer corners, I'm gonna take this black shade, which is Noir, tap off the excess, just go there right in the extreme corners, and that really builds up the outer corners. As you can see, it just deepens it out quite a bit. And as far as I remember, this palette is on like a sale on Gourmande Girl's website, and I actually do have a code with them. It's just my name, Smithy Sony, and you will get an additional 10% off if you guys are interested in it. I'll put everything in the description box below for you guys. I'm going to take my NYX glitter glue and just dab it a little bit on the inner third of my eyelid. Now we have that red shade as the shimmer shade from this palette. I'm going to take one last shade from the palette, and this is called Feminine, and I'm going to take that on my inner corners. It has like a iridescent multi-chromeness to it. It has a little bit of blue, but also a little bit of pink to it. I mainly can see a lot of blue, but when I swatched it, I could see a lot of pinky blue. I really like that. Okay, now let's close this and go into the Radioactive palette, because yes, this has some beautiful tones, which I'm like dying to play with. Okay, I definitely know that I want to play with Gourmande, but I also wanted to play with Electro Love. What am I gonna do? Oh, that's so good. The Radon shade. I'm gonna put that right in the inner corner just to make it pop a little more. Look at that. Okay, calm down. Okay. I'm gonna take Electro Love. God, this is so pretty. I'm gonna place that right there. Very similar to the previous shade that I put in, but a little more on the punchier side. The other one was like a true red, and this is more of like a pinky orangey red. Oh my God, this is so stunning. I can just run at the door, put this shade all over my eyelid, and I'll be done. So pretty. Okay, now I want to go, I'm just going to flip my brush and I'm going to go to Gourmande Because, oh my God. Okay, I'm going to take that on the inner third of the eyelid and just mix it with that shade, Electro Love. Oh my goodness, look at that shade. It's so pretty. It's peachy, it's pinky, it has a red flip to it. I don't know, guys. Oh my goodness, this is stunning. They also recently did come out with the Ethereal Palette, which looks like this. I have a video already up on my channel talking all about this and creating 5 looks using this palette. Oh my goodness, this is like a dream to work with. And if you like shimmer and glitter in your eyeshadows and you want variety in your multi-chrome shades, you need to have this. Like, this is so pretty. Like, I'll link that video in the iCards above for you guys to check it out. And this comes out with like a mirror too. Really well thought out palette. I really love that. I really love the way that this also came. Oh my God, this is stunning. Stunning. Okay, I'm going to finish off this eye with some liner and mascara. I'll get right back. Okay, now the eyes are all done and I'm loving the way how everything is turned out. Now let's move on to the lips because we have a new product to try. Let's line our lips with the KKW Beauty's lip liner in the shade Nude too. I know. Just like that. And then for the lipstick, I have Makeup by Mario's lipstick, lip gloss. Guys, I'm done with my lipstick purchases, okay, for this year. Yeah, I'm done. And this is, what is this called? Makeup by Mario's Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. And this one is in the shade Blush Glow. And this recently came out in his line. So I had to order this because this shade was so pretty. Like, look at that shade. Isn't that perfect or what? This totally reminds me of the M Cosmetics lip cushions. But you need like the tiniest little bit because it gives intense shine. And tell me if that's not perfection. Like, that is perfection in every angle. We're almost done with everything. I just need a little bit of bronzer, a little more. I'm going to take my L'Oreal bronzer. And this one is in the shade 350 medium. I think, yeah, 350 medium. I'm just going to take that in the perimeters of the face. Just melt everything together. Apply the setting spray for the last time. And that is my final look. I really love the way how like glamorous it is, but it is like feminine and ethereal. I love it. I absolutely love the way how everything turned out. Let me know in the comment section below, how do you like this look? Are you interested in like collecting these palettes? Oh my god, I am really impressed by their palettes. I actually loved both of them, but I'm pretty sure if you are more of like a shimmer person, check out their Radioactive Palette as well as their Ethereal Palette. Oh my god, if you've not checked that video out, you need to. Like, you absolutely need to. Like, they have some beautiful color story. Now, I would say if you're more of a colorful person, you might like this one a little more. But if you're more into like pinks and purples, you would like this more. And a lot of greens too. So pretty. And if you are like totally into like pinks and reds is your jam, then you'll absolutely enjoy this. And right now for the sale price, totally worth it. I definitely need to like do a eyeshadow look using these like bronze shades. I think that is going to be such a beautiful smoky eye. And also this like green paired up with that red would be so amazing. Am I right or am I right? I don't know. And let's talk about this one. Makeup by Mario's lipstick, like the lip serum balm, whatever they call it. Oh my god, I am loving like every bit of it. I'm absolutely loving it. I think this is absolutely amazing, that lipstick line that he's created. I'm hardly disappointed by anything that Makeup by Mario comes out with. So I'm not surprised, but I didn't know that I'm gonna fall in love with this formula so much. Like, I love it. And these brushes, oh my god, they performed so very nicely. I'm very impressed by it. And I cannot wait to see what BK Beauty comes out with next. Like their brush shapes and sizes, I cannot wait to try. And that's all for today, guys. If you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.